Last transfer spot into the next round, and look at these two on pit road.
Tyler Reddick 2 points back from advancing out of this round into the round of 12. Two positions, couldn't find them on the racetrack, as we see still Elliott and Harvick.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting as these two get to talk. I think Harvick's going to try to shadow this 9 car down pit road.
Chase Elliott, he's going to end up 25th. And quickly getting the helmet off. Both drivers climbing out quickly. Harvick keeps his helmet on.
Officials have now gathered around them, putting out their arms. They are having words. Harvick, you see Chase Elliott trying to explain something with his hand motions. Harvick still has his helmet on at the moment. No physical contact. It looks like Harvick is now turning his shoulder, starting to walk away. Now he turned around, they're having more words. And in the meantime, we see Kyle Larson shooting at
Alright, so that's going on the back stretch. Meanwhile, on the front stretch, it's going to be Kyle Larson. So then the wheel is good, ready to go.
We mentioned emotions at Bristol. Flaring up here, as you can see, Harvick is getting more and more agitated. Larson celebrating. It's win number 6 for Kyle Larson. Chase Elliott walks away. And let's go now to Dylan.
And Kevin Harvick, of course, not happy with Chase Elliott. So let's start there. What was the conversation between you and Chase after the race?
I just told him, it was kind of a chicken move that he did there at the end. We're racing for the freaking win at Bristol. We're 3 wide in the middle, and he throws a temper tantrum like I was just trying to get the lead and racing hard. And then he pulls up in front of me and just sits there until I lose the whole lead. So, just hate it for our Subway Ford Mustang team. To be able to lose a race like that. And I watched him let the 24 go by, and then anytime you run into him, it's a problem. So they can boo all they want. I don't care.
How much of this is compounded by the fact that you were so close to winning and to have it slip away, but then also what happened when he went by you again?
Yeah, well, I lost so much there, and then, when I got behind the car, I kept getting tied off the corner, and I couldn't run my line. So, I'm ready to rip somebody's freaking head off.
It's Bristol, baby. Dave?
Let's hear from Chase Elliott. He's down here now. You don't feel you were raced very well by Kevin there?
Oh, well, it's something he does all the time. He runs into your left side constantly at other tracks, and sometimes it does cut down your left side. Other times it didn't, or it doesn't. He did it to me in Darlington a few weeks ago because he was tired of racing with me. And whether he did it on purpose, it doesn't matter. At some point you got to draw the line. So I don't care who he is or how long he's been doing it. I'm going to stand up for myself and my team, and we'll go on down the road.
This happens a lot of places. You said things like this typically happen at Bristol, and then you went to affect the race ahead of them.
I just ran my line, and I'm super happy for Kyle, man. He's had a heck of a year. He's a good dude and a great race car driver. Deserves his accomplishments and deserves his success. So I'm happy for him, happy for Team Hendrick. Wish we could have got our Hooters Chevrolet in victory lane, but we'll try again next week.
On to Vegas. They're through to the next round after a dramatic Bristol.
I think this sets the tone for the rest of the playoffs. Both drivers advance.
So let's take a look at the race between these two guys. This is earlier. They dive down in the corner, and Harvick slides up the track, gets in the left front of the 9. It cuts down the left front tire. And then later in the race, the 9 trying to get his lap back. Tries to repay the favor a little bit there, Jeff.
And then ultimately, he, you know, Harvick saying, hey, he got up here and just took my line away, held me up. That's what let Larson catch me.
Yeah, he had those 4 new tires, and you'd think he'd drive away, but wasn't able to do that. And then they had this conversation, and I'd love to have been able to hear every word of that. I bet it was pretty good.
It's Bristol. I mean, it's just, you know, it's hard racing. To pass somebody, you got to push the issue. You got to make things happen, and we've seen it year after year after year. Harvick sitting there, hadn't won in a long time. Hadn't seen Harvick look like that in a while. Heard him say he's ready to go after somebody.
Hendrick had a chance of losing cars out of the playoffs as the conversation continues. This is live between Chase Elliott and Kevin Harvick. Well, Hendrick Motorsports got all 4 cars in, as well as Joe Gibbs Racing. So the battle's going to continue, and the battle between these two is going to continue as we go in the playoffs.
Water bottle in Kevin Harvick's hand, water bottle in Chase Elliott's hand, and the discussion continues. You can tell neither of them are happy with each other.
Congratulations. I know you've been in victory lane before, but not in the Cup Series. And I know you've been wanting to get a hold of one of these pieces of hardware and the sword. How does it feel to be here tonight?
On the left, Josh Jones works at
Kevin Harvick Incorporated.
Yeah, business manager.
As upset as we saw Kevin Harvick when he got out of the car, slammed the helmet on the top of the car. This discussion has continued, and it doesn't look like it's over as far as the frustrations. They haven't been worked out. And how does that affect both drivers later on? Jordan Bianchi there, the beat reporters, NASCAR.
I think Harvick's saying, hey, look, man, I'm trying to have a conversation. Chase and I just have a conversation. I really don't want you videoing this. But Jordan doesn't care.
So they're actually going to, they're going to continue the conversation, but they want to do it apparently away from cameras. So they're going to go into the Napa Auto Parts hauler, which is that's pretty nice of Chase to open that up.
Say one thing, in the world of social media and tweets and these, you know, shots you see taken from behind the keyboard,